Save up to 50% off roller blinds, sheer curtains and vertishears at ABC Blinds mid-year makeover sale. It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Good morning.
Morning. What's going on?
Not much. I just remembered something.
What?
And it's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm just trying to find the post. Hang on.
How important?
Sorry, can you
So
just,
important you
hang on,
remembered it?
No, can you just
Did
take...
your team have a win on the weekend?
Which team?
The football team that you support that you're wearing the jumper of?
Are you talking about the Dockers?
Yeah.
They played some very good football on the
Did they?
weekend. They played very good
Did
football.
they win?
They won.
Oh.
They won a game that, I mean, a lot of people were like, they shouldn't have won that
I'll tell
game.
you how I know.
How do you know?
Because my dad was absolutely stoked. He was one of
Was he?
only two people who backed them in the tipping.
Your dad was... Did he really?
He backed them.
You know, I have had a long-standing relationship with your dad. I think he's a wonderful man, and I know he thinks the same of me. But far out, I didn't think I could think any higher of your old man, and now here we are.
He did it. Yeah.
It was World Milk Day on Sunday.
World Milk Day.
Yeah, it was World Milk Day on
Well,
Sunday.
with Masters celebrating 100 years of milk right here in WA too.
100 years, right? Now,
Yeah.
now we have what? I'm being passed over a... Thank you very much, Producer Brooke. I already found it. She
World
passed
Milk
me her
Day.
phone with the World Milk Day.
Yep.
Do you remember when you had me in here doused in milk?
Yes.
Do you remember what
sort
that
of like
was for?
a kids paddling pool. I don't remember what it was for. I think we were just covering you in milk.
You know what I found out over the weekend when I brought this up with our producers?
What?
That we don't ever want to talk about why it was brought up again because it was very rude. It was a very rude thing.
Was it a rude thing?
It was
that
a
we were...
really rude thing. So, like, if for anybody who
Oh.
really listens to this show, when you hear the little thing at the beginning of our show where I'm going, it's in my mouth, that was the milk day, and it was because it was very rude.
Was it?
Yep, but I'm going to bring it back. At
I've
some
already
point.
forgotten.
Oh, mate, you shouldn't have forgotten about that.
I mean, I remember you sitting here in your Speedos being covered in milk.
Yeah, it was a classic.
Yeah.
It was very cold that day too. That milk.
No doubt.
But yeah, anyway, Fremantle won.
Yeah,
Go
good.
Freo. Speaking of the pop, let's do pop quiz. All right, we got a prize to give away right now to kick into your week.
Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you, mate?
Very good, very good. On the way to work for a Monday.
Oh, yeah,
it's
right.
a Tuesday,
Well,
wow.
see? You've already done a day's work. Congratulations.
Lovely.
Well done, you. Well done. Pilksy. This is your
Yeah, that's
nickname.
me, yeah.
Is that right? That's your Pilksy. So that's your
Yep.
last name.
Well, that's the nickname I'm allowed to give you on air.
Oh, really? Was there another one?
Yeah, the one the boys gave me at the cricket club can't be told to everyone.
Oh, all right. Is it because it's got a good story behind it?
It does, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, we look forward to hearing that off air.
Yep. Looking forward to it, Josh. That's great.
All right, well, let's do this, Josh. You can yell out any nickname you like for your buzzer this morning.
Apparently not any nickname you
Well, it'll be a test because if you do it and we have to dump it, then it's on Pete. And we'll see how his reflexes are this morning.
I know.
Sounds good to me.
My reflexes aren't usually very good after a long weekend, Josh. I can tell you.
Okay. Josh, you are playing Pete. Are you two ready to rumble?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have my nickname as well.
Yeah?
Yes. Ready?
Okay. Question number 1. What is the capital city of Italy?
It's in
Gosh.
my mouth. It's in my mouth.
Cooks. Shit.
Hang on. Pete,
Bugger.
What?
was that you trying to play a buzzer?
Yes, that's my
That was
that's
a
my
very
nickname.
confusing way to start the game.
That's my nickname.
No, it's too confusing.
Do you want me to just say it's in my mouth? It's in my mouth.
Sure.
Okay.
But
Did I
Pilks-
get in first?
No, I think Pilks did because I thought you were just firing off something random.
No, that was my nickname.
Pilks, you're first.
Yeah, I'm just going to take a guess and go say Rome.
Oh, that's correct.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
Sorry about my friend Pete.
I feel terrible about
That's
that.
okay.
Sometimes
terrible
I
I
do
didn't get it
normally speak fluent, Pete. It's just sometimes I don't. I'm not following.
It's a long weekend. I told
Question
you.
number 2. Closest to the pin, how much did Tom Hanks make from the movie Forrest Gump?
It's in my mouth. It's
Yep.
in my mouth.
Pete.
I'm gonna go with this is one of those silly ones where it could be quite low. I'm gonna go with 1.5 million.
Okay. Josh, would you like to have a crack at anything
Yeah,
substantially higher?
Oh,
I'll
I was
go,
gonna say the look on Kimber's face, Josh. If you could have seen that.
You reckon Tom Hanks is rocking up for 1.5 million?
Well, it was the 90s.
There are rubbish radio announcers on the East Coast that get paid more than that. Tom Hanks is walking out with more than 1.5.
Any of them you'd like to name?
Mate, heaps.
Go on, Josh.
I'll have a crack. We'll say 15 million.
Look, you're closest to the pin, so you took that point, Pilks, but it is 70 million.
70
wow.
million. Are you really?
Okay.
Well done, Pilks.
In which famous movie were the actors submerged into freezing cold water?
It's in my mouth!
Yes, Pete.
That would be Titanic.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Okay. Question number 4, closest to the pin. Up to how long can tapeworm live in the body?
Oh,
Pilks.
Yes, Pilks.
I'm going to say 10 years.
it's in my mouth.
Pete?
I'm going to go with 7. Come on.
It's Pilks. 30 years.
Get out.
Ugh.
Mate, they last longer than a goldfish. If I
30
tell
years?
you, throw away the fish, get yourself a tapeworm.
Jeez.
That is the pet that just keeps on giving.
That's incredible.
That's
30
like you're
years.
making friends with it by then.
Yeah, it's got
It's
a
a
name.
commitment.
Hey, Josh, congratulations, mate. I'm going to throw you a
Thank you very much.
prize. All right, buddy?
Awesome. Thank you.
And you have yourself a lovely day, Pilksy.
You guys too.
Thanks for joining us.
Love you, Boo.
Thank you very much. Have a great one.
You too.
Love you.
I love
Love you too.
Pete.
Love you. Oh, that's
I love you,
nice.
Pete.
It's a great start to the morning, isn't it?
Little bit of a what do you reckon? 13, 10, 60. We'd love to get your thoughts on it.
All right, hit me.
Now, Pete, I don't know if you know this, but rule number 1 of being a show mom is that every moment is a chance to be discovered.
I knew that rule. 'cause
Every moment.
Yeah, I knew that rule. I
So important
know
to
the
know
top 10 rules
that. Yeah.
of being a show dad.
What's the other show dad rule?
It's the same as the first rule.
Don't sleep with any of the show mums.
Is that in the rules?
Look, every opportunity is a moment. And when Delta Airlines called a 4-hour delay for passengers on their flight, people were very unhappy to be trapped in a plane. But not if you're a show mom.
Okay, what happened?
A little kid got up and started singing.
Oh, bless. Bless.
It was really cute. This little girl thought, I'm going to get on the crew mic, pick up that telephone that they have on the wall there where you get
Yeah.
your safety messages. I'm going to pick up the crew mic and I'm just going to sing a hit from Moana.
What a great thing. I think that's so cute. There isn't a person on that flight who'd be sitting there thinking to themselves, this isn't fantastic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
'Cause
What a great opportunity.
Because it went like this.
All right, let's have a listen.
See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays
I'm already done.
behind me,
How much longer does this track go for?
Oh, there's still another minute on this.
If I go, there's just no telling
How far I'll go. 2 minutes.
Hang on, don't interrupt.
Mate,
Don't
I didn't
interrupt.
ask for this. I didn't consent to this performance.
Yeah, no,
I didn't
get
pay
that.
for this concert. I didn't ask for it. And I'll talk through it if I wish. As someone who sang in shopping centres as a child,
You sang in shopping
I
centres.
apologise to everyone who was just going about their lives trying to get their shopping done,
hang
and
on.
some terrible primary school wheeled us out in front of everyone and made us sing show tunes.
Did you
was awful.
Did you want to do that, or did they make you do that?
No, I wanted to because I was
Well-
a singer. You know, when you were young, you were like, you want to be a performer. That's what you think you have to do. In hindsight, dreadful.
Sure, hindsight's 2020.
Dreadful.
Oh, this poor kid.
I have absolutely no interest in hearing it. I get that you've been like 4 hours of a plane delay. Everyone's not in their finest moment.
Yeah,
Right?
you gotta get
and I
something.
get she didn't do the whole album, thank God. She only did one song. But 2 minutes is a lot because you also have to, at the end of it, go, oh, that was great.
I would be the one sitting there
That's
going,
great.
look
You
at
were
this little
great.
cutie. You know, actually, to top that off, I'd be the one.
Were you the
probably
show
saying-
dad? Did you
I'd
say,
be show
"Get up and
dad."
do it"?
I would probably be saying to my
Mila
daughter,
is like, Dad, can I go perform?
I'd be
Or did
like,
you go, you know what people would
honey,
love, Mila?
listen to me. You never know who's going to be on this flight. You never know. There's honestly, Simon Cowell might be on this flight, the
God.
judge of Australian Idol, and all of the others. He might be on this flight. You get up there and you get into the microphone and you go for it, girl. Daddy's got you.
I support kids having their moment and having their fun, and I think it's gorgeous. You want to get up and perform at Christmas in front of your family, that's sensational. But I don't agree with it.
I know you don't. I think we got that loud and clear.
Do you know, just like you're doing your own thing. It's so invasive. Like, I don't care. Even if she hadn't sung into the mic, that would have been
But
better.
4
Just if she'd
hours.
done it at the front of the aisle.
What else are you going to do on a flight? It's good.
I don't know. Get on your
break it up.
laptop, your phone, read a book.
Break it up a little
entertain
bit.
yourself. 13 10 60. What do you reckon? of this kid getting up and singing a show tune
I'd love to hear from people over this
when
one
you've
this
had
morning.
4 hours of a delayed flight?
Yeah, because there's got to be
Life's
some.
already tough enough.
There's got to be some of these stage mums and dads that are listening that are in my boat who would be like, get up there, go and get it.
I love the articles too are saying it is unclear whether she got up and did it of her own accord or whether she was told to or suggested to by parents. And one comment from someone who said in 2013 this would have got her on Ellen.
That's so true. That's true. Yeah, exactly. You never know who's on that flight. All right,
So
what do you reckon?
reckon? Is it okay to get up and just perform a song like this on the plane?
13 10 60. Calls next.
We want to know, what do you reckon? Desiree, what do you think of this spontaneous performance on a plane?
How you doing?
No. Buongiorno, Pete. How you doing? ¿Cómo stai? Caro mio.
Oh, bella, bella.
Don't go too far. He doesn't know where to go after that, Desiree.
My vocabulary in Italian only extends so far.
Oh, wow, I'm not even Italian. I'm
what are
more
your
Italian
thoughts?
than you.
Desiree, what are your thoughts?
Okay, honestly, I'm a mother of four. Been there, and there's no way.
There's no way you'd let your kid get up and perform?
Nah, 4 hours delayed. You got to have some sort of respect and empathy for other people.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There was a couple of people who said, this is gorgeous. It really brightened up my day.
Absolutely. We all are entitled to our personal, very own opinion. But at the end of the day, there should be sensitivity and respect. And honest to God, if she was 2 or 3, then how cute. But she's probably about 8 or 9.
Does it say how old she is?
I can't.
I can hear the voice. She's older.
Well,
Desiree, you've got a few kids, have you? You know the voice.
4.
I've got 4. Yeah, okay, you know.
So, Desiree, you're sitting on this flight, right?
Yeah, this kid's got to be like 11. Like this kid, she looks like producer Brooke's daughter.
Desiree, what if? Oh yes, absolutely. Actually, hey, producer,
my God, Brooke, is that your daughter?
Is that your daughter?
You guys know that I am the mummager that would allow my child to do this.
Yeah, 100%.
Every opportunity is an opportunity. Good morning, Vanessa.
Hi.
How you going today?
Hello. Good. I'm
Hello?
well, thanks. Hello.
Hello,
Vanessa, I've got a confession to make.
Hello.
It's very early in the morning already, but I see that you are a dental hygienist, and I just had a crunchie for breakfast.
Ooh, did you really?
Yeah. I get that it's only a
missed
few
that.
minutes past 7, but it was a fun size crunchie.
It was a fun size one.
Oh, that's okay. Less sugar.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Probably
and early
because
this
I'll
morning.
have 4 of them throughout the morning. All right, Vanessa, let's do this. Let's get you $10,000.
Thank you.
All right, 30 seconds, 10 questions. Pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back around to it. Your time starts after the first question. Your letter today is A for ah.
Oh, I see what you did there.
See what I did there? Because
Yeah.
that's what you do when you're in a dentist chair. You say ah
Okay.
or alpha,
Yeah, A.
whatever you
A for
like,
alpha. Okay.
Vanessa.
You ready,
Okay.
Vanessa?
Good luck.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay. Question number 1. Name an element on the periodic table.
Pass.
An international city.
Atlanta.
A female singer.
Ariana Grande.
A cosmetic brand.
All May.
A body part.
Arm.
An Australian Prime Minister.
Pass.
An adjective.
Pass.
An Australian athlete.
Pass.
A movie. You're doing so well.
Oh.
I think
Oh,
Anthony
well.
Albanese threw you. How annoying that he had the double A too.
I know.
Yes. Couldn't think of that one.
I get it.
All right, Vanessa, we'll leave you to it, mate. Thanks
Thank
for playing.
you. No worries.
You can always play again.
Also, what does it say about my brain that when she answered a body part and said I thought she was just searching for an answer.
Oh,
Yeah, like I'm waiting and I didn't realise I had to keep moving.
It's that sugar spike from the bloody violet crumble or
kicked in
crunchy,
yet.
whatever you had.
Oh, good morning, producer
Hey,
Rami.
it's an RnB special themed yay and nay.
I like this.
It's a special day, guys, because our ticket hog will be revealed and selected, and you guys will know more in the next 10 minutes. But for now, it's yay or nay. Are we ready?
Yes.
First one. I love this. All right. First one. RnB was better in the 2000s.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
big.
can't say I know a lot now. I don't know what I'm comparing it to, if I'm honest.
Yeah, well, I think that was the era.
Like Missy
that was
Elliott,
all-
Eminem, Mary J. Blige,
Nelly,
like all the big names.
like the Sweatsuit album.
Yes.
It was just absolutely massive, and it was Margot's on a Wednesday night if you lived in Perth. Like, it was just huge.
What's Margot's?
Margot's was an old R&B club
Oh.
that we used to go to.
Metro City was my one.
Yeah, Metro City.
I stood out like a
Where
sore
the-
thumb.
Where the carpet's still very sticky, even after all this time.
Don't mind me, I have nothing to add.
Oh, yeah, no, it's okay.
I don't know any of these places or artists.
All right, well, you might have something to add to this one, okay? Listen carefully. P. Diddy.
Oh, my goodness.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, obviously, yay. I mean, what do you mean? No one can yay P. Diddy.
Jokes aside, but I'm serious. Like,
No.
so obviously
No,
he's
no
going
thanks.
through a hell of a time at the moment for some awful things.
Yeah.
But
That he did.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just so before there's
Listen
some sort
to
of,
me.
Victorian-
Listen to me.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Are we discounting all the great music he's done, though? So I'm not talking
this
about
is
me
the Michael
or us.
Jackson argument.
Exactly. I'm just curious to know how people feel about that sort of thing because he's got a great body of work he's done for the last decades.
Sometimes you have to cancel people
Yeah.
because they suck. It doesn't matter if you produced great things.
Yep.
It's still, you suck.
Nope, that's very fair.
R. Kelly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you've said, Michael Jackson as well. It comes
plenty-
up a lot of times.
Plenty over the years.
And the third and final one for this R&B themed yay or nay. This is my favourite one. Beyonce is the greatest thing to happen to R&B.
3, 2, 1.
Nay.
Kimber has a thing to say about this one.
This is really hard because you can't deny what she's done. Her
Exactly.
career has been absolutely extraordinary. She was one of the most amazing R&B girl groups of the 90s, into the double O's, and then took her solo career, and it just went nuts. But also,
And now she's going through country music as well. But,
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
has she done good things for R&B?
Yay,
She's everything,
yay.
apparently.
I'm gonna go
Kimber,
with
speak
yay.
your truth.
Come on,
I
speak your
don't have anything to add.
Speak your
I'm sure
truth.
she's amazing for R&B. Everyone says she's the greatest artist of all time, and that she's
Wait,
killer.
I
Apparently, she's just wicked.
What?
Kimber's scared to speak up against Beyonce.
Well, you know what happens
It's
when
not
you
that I'm
speak up.
scared. Like,
Hang on a
what do you
second.
want me
hang on
to
a second.
say?
Just hold that thought for
Hold
a
it for a
second.
second.
Hang on. You know what happens when you speak up against
Exactly.
Beyonce. Don't say her name.
This is her chance.
Right, I
I'm
know
not
it's her
scared of
chance.
Beyonce.
Aren't you? Don't say her name.
I'm not scared of.
What are you doing?
Look, I'll tell you what, Beyonce. Next time we play one of your songs, you just give us a little quick call at the station, and we'll have a chat. We'll have a chat about it.
Okay.
Well, you can have that conversation.
13,
Greatest
10,
artist
60.
of all time. What was the last song she released?
Oh my God! Don't even.
Oh, no,
don't
get
even
out quick,
pack-
get out.
Just leave. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back to radio ever.
Ticket Hog is a concept we've come up with to try and give away all these tickets to Friday's Live. Now, we have got 8 tickets that we want to give to one person, and we're going to call that person our Ticket Hog.
That's right.
And then it will be your job, our lovely listeners, to call up each day and try and convince the Ticket Hog to give up some of their 8 tickets to you.
Oh, it's big.
Now,
It is big.
We need to choose a ticket hog. So we thought, well, let's get some people in and give them some ethical questions. Put them through an ethical test and decide, is this the kind of person we want to be our ticket hog?
Now, we've been through a few finalists this morning.
That's right.
It's been a lot of fun getting to know these people and how they are.
Okay.
Time to meet another one. Tanya, hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Tanya. Are you excited that you could be our ticket hog?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's. I'm going to push that mic closer to you. There we go, so we can hear you.
That's it, Tanya.
Okay, Tanya, we're going to run you through a few ethical dilemmas. You just have to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, it's tricky, right? Because the joy of being the ticket hog is that you would get to keep all the tickets if you wanted them.
Yes.
What does 8 tickets mean to you for a concert featuring Mariah Carey? Have you already spoken to people? Have you
I've spoken
promised
to a few,
them
no, I've
to family and
promised
friends?
a couple.
Have
but
you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I've already invited some friends and said,
Yes.
if I'm ticket hog, you can come along.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. All right, well, let's just try this one then. Okay, Tanya, if you found a wallet on the street with $1,000 inside and the owner's ID, what would you do?
Oh, absolutely return it.
You'd return. Well, okay.
You'd return it.
I would.
You'd return it. The full $1,000.
Yes.
It's going back to its owner.
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
500.
mate,
What
it is
about-
going to be so easy to get these tickets off Tanya. If Tanya's the ticket hog, look at that.
What
she
about
does the right
what about
thing.
what about $10? Like if you found $10,
No.
would you keep that?
Yeah, I'd keep 10.
Okay, so we have a...
There's a level.
All right, there's a level.
Fiddy?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if I lost 1,000, I would expect that someone would return it to me.
Right.
Interesting. Okay, there's a heart beating in there.
Okay, all right. Let's say you work at a store with a very strict 30-day return policy and someone comes in at 35 days and wants a refund and says there was a death in the family.
Sorry.
Oh, you don't refund it?
No.
They're 5 days too late.
5 days too late.
But there was a death in the family.
I know, but, you know.
Do you know what
it's
I'm
5
getting?
days.
Okay. Do you know what I'm picking up from this?
What are you picking up?
Tanya's a rule follower.
Yeah, okay. Yes, okay, yeah.
Because she's doing the right thing by everyone.
Yes.
Okay, what about this? A close friend asks you to cover for her son who's in trouble for some vandalism. And she says, will you lie and say that you were with him? Because otherwise this could ruin his life. Are you going to lie for him? It's a close friend.
Probably.
Probably going to lie.
Probably going to lie.
Okay, well then that's not necessarily...
complicated.
That ain't following the rules to me.
No,
but it's protecting her friends,
Yes.
which if she was the ticket hog, it means she would want more tickets for her friends. See, I'm using all of this to analyse.
Is that what you would want if you were the ticket hog? More tickets for your friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's interesting to me that the death in the family wasn't enough to sway you on question 2.
No. And also just working for a store. I'd be like, sure, refund it, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tanya, can we tell you something? Can we be completely honest with you about something? There have been no other finalists through the door. You are our ticket hog.
Woohoo!
Right? now, here's the thing. You are our ticket hog, okay?
Okay.
Right? You hold all the cards. You actually have 8 tickets to Friday's Live, right?
You could be going along to see Mariah Carey, Pitbull, Wiz Khalifa with 7 of your friends.
Or you could be really, really nice and you could give them away. Okay? We're going to come back in just a moment. We're going to get to meet you a little bit more. And for those of you that are listening, if you want your tickets to Friday's Live, you need to take them off Tanya, our ticket hog, and we're going to tell you how that's going to happen.
Well, this is so good. I mean, I'm looking forward to this because I want to see what people are willing to do to get them.
Hang around. We'll do it next.
We have just introduced you to our ticket hog, Tanya. Good morning, Tanya.
Good morning.
Tanya, being the ticket hog, we have given you 8 tickets to Friday's Live at Langley Park.
Yes.
8 tickets. You can go and see Mariah, Pitbull, take 7 of your friends, and they're all yours.
Who is it? Who do you want to go and see?
Pitbull.
Pitbull's your big
You're
one?
a Pitbull fan.
Me too. I love
Okay.
him.
Now, the only catch here is that over the coming days, we're going to have a series of listeners call up who really want to go to this gig, and they're going to try and talk you out of your tickets so that they can go. And it's up to you. You make the decision every time you talk to someone whether or not you think they should have the tickets. Otherwise, you can keep all 8 all week if you like.
Have you already thought about what you might do?
A little bit.
A little bit? Is there a little bit of you that'd be like, I could give a couple away or whatever? Or have you got 7 other
playing her
people you
cards
know in
close
your
to her
life?
chest.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
Okay, well, let's learn a little bit about you, Tanya, because I think you're a very reasonable person. I think she's going to be very reasonable. I don't think you're going to be easy to fool because people could lie. You can call up and lie, whatever story you have to. But also, we know you've also had some tragedy in your life. You've had some difficulty. We know your mum's not very well.
Yep.
And I feel that sort of stuff shows heart.
What do you mean that shows heart?
Well,
In what way?
You've got a mum who's in care, right? Because she's got Alzheimer's, I believe.
Yes.
Right, that's a very difficult thing.
Tell us about your mum. How is she?
She's not really good. She doesn't remember anything anymore.
Right, so
she
it's gone that far, has it?
She's in her 8th year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So she's been in the nursing home for 12 months now.
That's tough.
Far
and
out.
Really declined.
Yeah.
See, there's heart here.
Yeah.
And I think that if people have had a tough year or I think there's a soft side to Tanya.
Which means you could relate to them. You could relate to people that are calling up saying it's been a rough year for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she's also had a really tough year and maybe needs to go out and celebrate with 7 of her friends at Pitbull.
Yeah, okay. All right, shall we get this thing started?
I think this is how it's going to work.
Let's get the party started.
13 10 60. If you want to go to Fridays Live and get yourself a double pass, you need to call 13 10 60 and try and convince Tanya to give up her tickets. Because right now, she's hogging all 8.
We don't care if you lie. Like, I'm just throwing it out there, right? Whatever it takes to get these tickets off Tanya, now's your chance.
And it might just be that you're a massive fan. If you can convince her that you're a really big fan and that you deserve to be there, that might be all it takes. There's no whatever tactic you need to try is fine.
I
Go
don't think
for it.
I don't think that's enough, frankly. I'm a
Well, it
massive fan
depends.
of
I mean, we're
Mariah
not just gonna
Carey,
get
Tanya,
everyone's-
please. Give me a couple of tickets, please, Tanya. I'm just such a big fan.
Okay, well, here's the thing. You've got your daughter here with you.
Yes,
And your daughter's a big Mariah Carey fan.
absolutely.
She still isn't getting any tickets
No.
from you.
All right, look.
So this could go any way.
Our lines have absolutely lit up. We knew that they would. So on the other side of this, we're going to get our callers through and we're going to see how they go. We're going to see if they can crack you, Tanya.
Good luck.
All right, hang around. But I've been waiting all weekend for this, Kimber.
Ticket hog Tanya. That's who we've got here. Good morning, Tanya.
Good morning.
You are our ticket hog. We have given you 8 tickets to Fridays Live to go and see Mariah Carey, Pitbull, Wiz Khalifa, Jordan Sparks, the lot, all coming here. And you can go with 7 of your mates, or you could just generously share them around with the people of WA.
Now, this is really interesting, right? Because you only found out that you're the ticket hog about 40 minutes ago. Not even, okay?
even, yep.
Now, when our producers were doing their research and trying to find who was going to be our ticket hog, they got a feeling from you that you were like, no, I'm going to hold on to these tickets for dear life. I'm going to put a wall up. You can't break me, all that sort of stuff. But I'm feeling nerves. And I said to Kimber last week, I said, there's a lot of people out there who talk a massive game and would be openly like, no, there's no way. You couldn't say anything to make me break. But then when it actually comes to the crunch, it's a little bit harder than that.
Yep.
How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, a little bit nervous.
A little bit
Bit nervous?
Yeah.
But yet still pretty convinced you've
pretty
got...
convinced that I'm going to be able to keep them all for now.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is your challenge, WA. You get to try every day to try and get a double for yourselves out of Tanya. All you have to do is convince her by whatever means necessary. And our first person here is going to try. Good morning, Chantel.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're good. Chantel, did you want to have a chat to Tanya and tell her why you need these tickets?
It would be amazing if I could get offered these tickets because I've recently found out after 13 years my partner's been cheating on me for 6 of it.
What?
Yep.
13 years in and you found out they've been cheating for 6 years.
Yep. I know.
Oh, my God, Chantel.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. 6 years they've been... So
So is it it's over then?
Yeah.
It is over. You've had enough.
It is, yes. There's no trust coming back from that.
Right.
So I definitely need a really good girls' night.
How long ago did you find out?
2 weeks just before I went on a business trip.
And how? How'd you find out?
So there's a page on Facebook called Are We Dating the Same Person?
I
and
follow
I
this
put his
page.
picture up.
You put his picture up?
Yep.
Did you have suspicions?
And found 2 people. Yep.
Wow. You had
Yeah,
suspicions
fun.
and okay. Have you had to move out of the house? What's the living
No,
arrangement?
We're both still in the same house because of it being a mortgage. But yes, and I've got 2 little boys, so it's fun.
Oh wow.
Can't really escape.
Okay.
I'm on this page as we speak. I'm trying to find it.
Tanya. Ticket hog Tanya. How's it feeling? You've heard Chantel's story.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
That's not great.
Do you have any questions for her? Like, would you like to know a little bit more about, what's happened and how she's going? And
Well, I think, are we breaking her already?
No,
Have we broken her already?
No,
Tanya, you do
no.
seem very sympathetic to
I
Chantel's
am
situation.
very sympathetic. Like, that is really bad.
and the 2 kids as
2
well.
kids.
My goodness.
It's just a girls' night. Like she could go with her friends.
Can I ask you honestly? Do you think Chantel's telling the truth? Be completely honest here.
Yes.
You think why do you think she's telling the truth?
She just sounds sincere about it.
Yeah.
I think so too. She had a lot of
Yeah.
answers for the
Yeah.
questions.
Or
didn't just come off the top of her head.
No.
Or she's an incredible actor.
Well, either way, but I guess our final question here has to be, Tanya, are you prepared to give one of your doubles? You'll still have 6 tickets for yourself. Are you prepared to give one of your doubles to Chantel?
That's massive.
It is massive.
What would you do if you were in her situation? My goodness, you feel that?
Oh, no. But unfortunately, Chantel, I'm really, really sorry about your situation. But I'm going to be a ticket hog today.
Tanya! She's hogging the tickets for herself.
Wow.
All 8 still remain with you, Tanya.
Yep.
One day in.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I didn't expect that.
No.
Because I was thinking to myself, here, you've got 8, so what's a couple to give away?
Yeah.
And she sounds sincere.
She did.
Okay.
She really did, but, you know.
Well, we'll see. You know what? I'm interested to see how you feel about this decision tomorrow morning when we have you back, because I wonder whether this will stay with you.
All right, Chantel, can I just ask, is that real or was that a fake?
100%.
Oh, so it's not a fake story?
No, not a story. Real
I am
life.
so sorry, Chantel.
I can hear the quivering in your voice. Oh, my God, I'm so
That
sorry.
person is pond scum, and I hope that you have everyone around you that you need.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, because
Onwards and upwards, girl.
It could always be 50-50. How are you feeling now that you know that's a real story?
I know I feel really bad. I really do. But, you know, like I've been going through a lot as well.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
You know, like I would really love for a lot of my friends to be around me as well.
Well, yeah, 100%. And hey,
You're the ticket hog. If you want to hog the tickets, you can.
And at that stage, it's 50-50 on whether or not it's real or fake. So,
All right, but
whatever.
WA, this is going to be tough. If Chantel didn't break her, every day this week, you will get the opportunity to try and steal these tickets from Ticket Hog Tanya. We're going to see you tomorrow, Tanya. We'll see how you're feeling.
All right. Make sure you're listening after 7 tomorrow.
It's time to play Alphabucks, Kathy.
Oh,
How you
really?
going?
I'm
mate.
good. I'm surprised I'll get through, actually. I've never done this before.
Well, see, it is a sought-after competition. We admit that it is not easy to get through, but that's because thousands of you want to play. But we always take someone, and today, Kathy, that is you.
Oh, thanks for the opportunity.
Oh,
They always get
absolutely.
call-ended when you try and ring. Call-ended.
Of course. Kathy, let's go. Let's win
Okay,
Let's win $10,000 together. All right, let's go. 30 seconds, 10 questions. Pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back around to it. Your time starts after the first question, and your letter is O for Oscar. O for
okay.
Oscar.
All righty. Okay.
Okay, Kathy, you've got this. Don't give up. Question number 1. Name a bird.
Ostrich.
A Britney Spears song.
Oops, I did it again.
A fruit.
Orange.
A colour.
Olive.
A James Bond film.
Pass.
An occupation.
Optometrist.
A 4-letter word.
Over.
A US city.
Ohio.
An animated character. Tell you
Sugar.
what, you were doing very well in there, Kathy. I don't know, you were worried about the letter, but you did great.
Bugger. Well, how many did I get there?
Well,
7.
7. You still had 2 questions to go there.
Well, that's not bad.
And you had a pass on the On Her Majesty's Secret Service is a James Bond film or Octopussy.
Oh, yeah, right.
Either
okay,
way.
well, I'll try next time, right?
Good job, though. You did
can.
well, Kathy.
All
We'll
right.
be here for you.
Thanks, Kathy. See you, mate. All the best. Back tomorrow at 7 a.m, 8 a.m, $10,000 a pop. Alphabucks. Ben Cousins on the other side of this.
Ben, how are you?
Good morning.
Hello, Ben. How
How
are
are
you,
we?
Ben? You good,
Yeah,
Ben?
good.
That's good. Good to see you, Ben.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did.
Did you watch them kick some balls between the big sticks?
I did go and have a look at the football on Sunday.
Kick some balls between the big sticks.
Yeah. No, it was, I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? Yeah.
I did.
Did I see so? Did you play? Were you having a run around on the field, or did I see a story from like 17 years ago?
Must have been a while ago.
Ben literally just looked at you like to go, mate, you know I'm a former player, right?
Yeah, no, I know
I'm
he's
not,
a
I'm
former
not in the
player.
current
Broken
team.
down, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
You've broken down.
You're doing all right, mate. You're doing very well. Hey, I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, go on.
No. This isn't about you. This is about me.
Yeah.
Actually, first I'm going to do this. 131060. I would love to hear from people with your best I got kicked out of this place stories.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, if the CEO of the West Coast Eagles happens to give you a buzz and go, hey, listen, can you get in Pete's ear and tell him to tone it down? Can you let me know, please? Because on the weekend, we were at the game, right?
Yeah.
And we were in a corporate box. This never happens to us,
you
Kimber.
were.
It was
No.
never
You
happens.
didn't look out of place on
Pete's
mine.
looking at me as if I was not at the game. Pete was like, this doesn't happen, right, Kim? But no, because I wasn't there. Whatever you guys did had nothing to do with me.
No, you weren't there. Myself, producer Rami and producer Brooke there. Our boss Speedy was there. And there was a few other people that we were schmoozing that were there as well. And we were having a fine old time. And
Were
corporate...
you celebrating getting 4 points earlier in the weekend?
A
You
little
were
bit
still-
with the Dockers.
You were still riding the wave. Go on.
I dare not wear my Dockers scarf there in that
Go
box,
on.
though, because it was the Eagles game. We watched Oscar Allen kick 4 goals. Fantastic.
Yeah, great ball.
But we were in the box that was right next to the Cats coach and their coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, in walks the CEO of the West Coast Eagles to our box, and it's Don Pike. And he started shaking hands, saying hello to people, and I thought, oh, Don's here. He's come to say hello and wish us well and all of that sort of stuff. How lovely.
Nice.
How wonderful. It wasn't. He was there to tell us to tone it down because it was the second time that the Cats coaching staff had complained about our box. And if we do it again, they're going to kick us out of Optus Stadium.
What are you doing to get you kicked out? What could you possibly be doing?
We were
being bad sportsmen.
No, we weren't being bad
Were
sportsmen.
you booing the Cats?
We weren't a little bit. We may or may not have been like making like love heart, like every time Oscar kicked a goal, like love heart signs to the Cats coaching staff and stuff like that. We might have been a little bit getting stuck into them, and they didn't appreciate it.
I don't think many people would get kicked out of venues, but I could imagine a lot of people would get kicked out of I got kicked out of a wedding, or I got kicked out of my kid's sporting match because I misbehaved. I don't think that getting kicked out of venues would happen that much, would it?
Possibly. I don't know.
Have you ever been kicked out of somewhere, Ben?
I've been kicked out of the odd pub or nightclub back in the early days.
Back in the early days.
Just you're cutting too many shapes on the dance floor, young man, and you have to go.
Yeah. Actually, I might have been the one to kick you back out of the Dean back in the day. So 131060, I love this. The calls are already coming through. Fantastic.
Okay, what did you get kicked out of?
Right.
Give us your best calls.
All right.
That is funny.
Well, yeah, it's a brilliant one. We'll be back after this.
131060, best call wins. We want to hear your calls on when you've been kicked out of somewhere. And I'm not going to say it's coincidence, but I can see a lot of phone lines here, and a number of them talk about being kicked out of a football match. I'm not saying there's a link. Just
I kind of feel like you're saying there's a link.
I'm leaving it with you.
All right.
Why are there so many people getting kicked out of footy?
Now I'm after like proper good stories here. So I got me shovel ready.
Okay.
So if the story's not good enough, see you later.
Okay. Well, Tracy's got you though. Tracy, you got kicked out of somewhere at the age of 16.
Yes, that's right. 16 years old.
What happened, Tracy? Tell us what happened.
So I was actually in an exam at school, and we didn't used to have a uniform. So I used to use my imagination every day and wear outrageous clothes. I loved it. So I went into an exam, had the proper 80s, cut-off denim jacket that I customised myself, hair up like Bananarama with the big bow in, little rah-rah skirt. Sat down at the exam that I'd prepared for ages. Someone came over to me sort of with a grin on the face, one of the adjudicator people, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do well in this one. Tapped me on the shoulder and said, come on, out you go.
Did not even let us sit the exam.
No.
Why?
I don't know. Pete doesn't care. He shoveled her.
I shoveled her. I reckon
He didn't like it. It wasn't a good enough story for
Well,
Pete.
it wasn't big enough. It's probably because you're wearing a rah-rah skirt. I want something a little bit more hectic.
Oh, okay.
So
then
that was the reason why she got kicked out.
I reckon.
She wasn't dressed
you know what?
appropriately.
Ben will never know.
All right.
She's quick on the shovel.
You want a real story then?
Not one. I didn't feel quick enough, frankly.
You
Love
want
you,
something
Tracy.
big? Then
No
let's go to
mercy.
another football fight.
Oh, okay. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
West,
how are you
West
guys?
Coast Eagles versus Collingwood in a New South Wales bar. Oh, this is
Yeah.
right up there. What
Let's
happened?
go.
Yeah, so I had to fly over to New South Wales for my uncle's 60th, and we got into the finals, and me and my dad and our family over west, we're mad Eagles supporters, so this one's for Ben. So we, we were in a New South Wales bar, very small town, and the rugby grand finals were on the same weekend. And,
you got that shovel?
We
Hang on,
watching the grand final.
Just give it a couple of moments. Hang on.
So
just
far,
wait.
all I've heard is-
just
all I've
wait.
heard so far is
Hang
football
on.
teams. Like, I'm done.
I'm very close. I have the shovel over me
okay,
head.
go.
I have the shovel over me head. This better be good,
yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah, so I was getting a bit fired up watching the game, and obviously it's a close grand final, and
You're right. I'm sorry. I apologise. It was probably just yelled.
Yep.
It was just being too rowdy. I'm going to go
It's
with
all
it
right.
was being too
Nadia
rowdy.
won't let us down, will you, Nadia?
All right,
Tell us
Nadia.
where you were kicked out of.
Ben can't believe this.
Get to the point. It's my tip.
Nadia, where were you kicked out of?
Church.
Church.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Straight to the point.
What were you doing?
Hey, this is good. This is good. Go on.
I was 10 years old and my grandparents took me on a holiday to Italy.
Yeah.
I went to the church to do sightseeing and they were doing some sort of ceremony. The Pope came up to me with his ring and told me to give him a baci.
Yeah, a kiss.
And
yeah.
I pretty much told him to shove his ring where the sun didn't shine.
Also, thank you, Pete, for telling me what that was.
A baci.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the little chocolate,
I
the
had
little
no
hazelnut
idea.
chocolate. That's what. Now that's a story, right? Like you're in the
Also,
Vatican
not just kicked out of the church, kicked out of the Vatican.
by
That's
the
even-
Pope.
Yeah, love
of
that.
all people. Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, Tony, bring it home. Where'd you get kicked out of?
The Burswood Casino.
What'd you do?
No, everybody gets. Oh, hang on a sec. Everybody gets kicked out of the
never been
Burswood
kicked
Casino.
out of the casino.
No, but I wouldn't expect you to be kicked out of the Burswood Casino. Most people have been kicked out of the Burswood Casino. It's a badge of honour. I just got told in my ear by producer Rami that we actually have to hear this story.
Well, I was ready.
I love an
He's got a
overrule.
sick-
I love an
Okay,
overrule.
I was ready.
Go on, Tony. I've been told.
Sorry
we have
about
to
my
hear
friend
it.
Pete.
Yeah, when they first built the place, they had car park was all sand,
Yep.
and I had sand on my shoes, so they asked me to leave. So I walked outside, cleaned my shoes, came back in, and another bouncer came up and says, "Oh, you got to leave." And I told them that I was a bouncer as well, and if they didn't leave me alone, they would be moving.
Yeah.
And also,
there's an also.
Ben Cousins, when you first started playing footy, came to the vault, and I had to remove him because he was drinking on the dance floor.
On the bar
And
or
as
on
I
the
was walking him out, people were going, "You can't throw him out. That's Ben." I went, "I don't know who he is."
It doesn't sound like me.
Love this. Producer Brooke usually scales the internet for usually quite awful stories and then gives us a little snippet of the story and then we have to guess what happens next.
Yes, okay. And you listening, you can play along as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get very hectic.
Yeah, they can be.
Just throwing it out there, right?
But sometimes they're quite vague and they could go in any direction.
Are we ready for our first one, team?
Yes.
Yes. Benny, ready to go? Okay. Let's have a listen to our first story.
A woman in New York was held hostage by a man in her apartment building. It was tense. Police surrounded the building. Negotiators were working. What happens next?
Interesting.
Thoughts?
Held her hostage. Police surrounded the building. Held her hostage. Police surrounded the building.
He's either holding her hostage for her own benefit, like she just can't see it yet.
I look forward to it. Wow.
No, it's either. I don't know.
It's a hard one because for me, the
when
whole
I say
thing
her
about
benefit,
I know the whole thing.
He's trying to save her, not harm her. He's trying
Right.
to save her.
So, because the whole thing
It's not
for
generally
me,
how they name a hostage situation, is it? Like,
No, but I'm saying.
But it could be that because the whole thing about these stories is that we never know where they're going to go, and so that often puts me in the frame of mind. I'm like, what's the twist?
Okay, I'm going
What's
to tell
the
you the
twist
twist
here?
I say the twist is that she claws at him in the eyes with her fingers and she escapes.
Really?
Yep. She melon balls out his eyeballs.
Melon balls out
Let's
his
go.
eyeballs.
Okay,
And
I'm saying he saves her.
All right, let's have a listen.
Then she realized her captor was getting hangry, so she offered him a toasted bagel with cream cheese. He accepted it, took one bite, got emotional, and then said, "No one ever makes me breakfast. I surrender." He sat down and finished the bagel.
That's amazing. So there's a twist.
I like that. Didn't see it coming.
God, I love a bagel.
How good's a
that's
bagel?
good. That's very good.
What
All
did you say she did to his eyeballs?
Claw him out.
Melon balled them.
Melon ball. All right, here's your next story, guys. Have a listen.
A man in Australia was drunk and decided to ride a crocodile. Locals tried to stop him entering the enclosure. What happens next?
Oh. I mean, I'm just going to say he climbs in and it rolls him. It death rolls him.
It death rolls him.
I think it death rolls someone that was trying to.
Oh, like an
prevent him
innocent
from going in.
bystander.
Yeah, one of the helpers.
Oh, right. Okay. I reckon he gets in there and a star is born. And he gets in, he rides the crocodile and yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's have a listen.
He jumped in anyway and got bitten badly on the leg.
Oh, God.
He survived, barely, and sued the zoo for not warning him better. The zoo now has a sign that reads, "Do not ride the crocodiles."
Wow.
Do not ride the crocodile. So,
We've got
producer
to
Brooke,
stop catering to the lowest common denominator.
did he win the case? What happened?
It's not clear. It was settled out of court, but this was in Broome, so
Right.
you can go see that sign.
Yeah, yeah, Ben.
Wow.
You had a look on your face, Ben, just then, like you've been there. Were you that man?
I'm just trying to think what actually happened here, but I was at the Divers Tavern. I'm sure.
Sure what?
Someone came in when I was there bleeding, and I don't know. They did come for. Was it Malcolm
That is
Douglas?
exactly
was
what
next?
happened. So he was at the pub. It was late at night, and he jumped it. He jumped the fence late at night, and then came back bleeding into the tavern.
Hang
Oh my
on
God,
a
were you
sec.
there?
Were you there?
Can you tell me what year that was? No way could I. Maybe I've heard this story, but I vividly.
I think it was like 2016. So
Was it in the last 10 years?
No, I would say it was earlier than that.
Can you confirm that, Brooke? Confirm what year that was. Right, we'll take a break. We'll come back.
2010. It was in 2010.
2010. Was it 2010?
July 12th.
What were you doing on the night of July 12th, 2010?
I'm going to have to go back and see this.
Just
July,
have a bit of a think. July 12th, 2010. Have a bit of a think.
Ben's reaching out to friends who can confirm or deny whether he was in the pub in Broome the night that the drunk guy went and decided to wrestle with a crocodile.
And then he had
I was
laceration.
definitely there the night someone left the pub and then come back with claret.
With what?
With
Claret.
claret.
Like
Yeah, it was
blood
leaking
coming off your
everywhere.
face.
Oh, I never heard the word claret before.
You know, like you've been covered in red wine.
Yeah, interesting. Right.
But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, please. You make a few
You
calls.
guys will be the first to know.
Thanks.
Okay, we're on it.
That's great, mate.
Well, I just thought I'd take this opportunity to share a special couple of moments that we had last week off air. And this will explain why sometimes I pick on Pete on air and people might go, oh, that's not very fair.
No,
you haven't
wait.
been very fair to Pete. And
Don't
I'm like,
listen
but
to
this
her, it
is a
won't explain.
classic example and I actually captured it on audio. I've got the audio.
What have you got?
So we went out to record some things for the show last week and I got chatting to a tourist.
Oh, no, not this.
Right, there was a guy standing near me and he was a tourist. I could tell he just had he was wearing his Birkenstocks and a backpack and shorts and I was like, tourist. Yeah. We start having a chat and I say, where are you from? And he tells me he's from Italy. And Pete's not far behind me and I say, Pete, here's your chance. Because for many, many times on this show, for many years, I have called Pete a Faux-Italian. He pretends he's Italian and he plays the music and he turns it up when he meets another Italian person. He gets the accent and he starts being like, oh, we're family. And
It's like a Saturday night at a Metro.
yeah, right?
Freo.
But I'm saying he's a Faux-Italian. He doesn't speak Italian. The closest he gets to being Italian is his mum's food.
I speak a bit of Italian.
And-
Ben. Un po'.
But he really
Italiano.
turns it on, right? So I'm going to give you an example. When I met this tourist and he tells me he's from Italy, I just step back and I let Pete take the charge with this really, really great, deep Italian conversation that goes between two people who fluently speak the language.
Okay. Let's have a
And it
listen.
went like this. Yeah, where are you from? Oh, Italy, nice. Beautiful.
Ciao, bello, come
It's your
va?
chance to speak Italian. He's not good.
Un po'.
Italian?
No, sì, è italiano, a calabresi,
Ok.
curulli.
So many of you, eh? So many Calabrians here in Perth.
I'm sorry, I don't understand English. I don't speak English.
That's how far we got.
He got
I
me.
think you said hello, Italian, and your surname.
I said Italiano, thank you very much, and Calabrese,
Hello,
which is
my
deep.
people are from Calabrese.
No, from Calabria.
And I'm Italian, and I'm a Caruli. And that is all you could do.
I'll back myself.
No joining words or
Nothing, mate. He's got nothing.
Well-
and that guy tried to converse. This is
Yeah,
the
he
thing.
did. He did.
tried to chat
Yeah.
to you because you advertised yourself as being one of him.
No,
You're like, I'm one of your people. Let's talk.
I swear, I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I was looking for the nearest hole that I could bury myself in. Honestly,
Yeah, that's
it was a rough one.
You know, you should feel grateful I didn't also go back and get the audio of the person who played pop quiz at 6:10 this morning, because she also started throwing out some Italian, and when you ran out of words, she said to you, I'm also not even Italian and I know more than you.
We don't need to go there. We don't need to talk about that person.
Feeding Kimber with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. Save up to 50% off roller blinds, sheer curtains and vertishears at ABC Blinds mid-year makeover sale. Book a free measure and quote at abcblinds.com.au.